Hi and welcome to another episode of Toby's Barbecue Corner. Today we're making Grandma's Oxtail recipe in the Dutch oven with egg noodles. Now what you need for it and how to do it, I'm going to show you in this episode. And this is what we need for today. Now obviously we need some oxtail, and I got this at the local butcher and it was already prepared that way, so absolutely fantastic. Now what else do we need? We need a couple of cloves of garlic, a couple of large onions, olive oil, some red wine, salt and pepper, some beef broth. You need some ketchup, you need some tomato sauce, you need some dry cherry in the end. You obviously need your egg noodles, or Spätzle as they're called in Germany, and you need some flour. Let's quickly take care of the garlic. I've already peeled it and we're just gonna chop it into little chunks, just like that. And then we're going to take care of our onion. Now you just want to peel it, chop it into nice little chunks, and then we set it to the side until we actually start cooking. Now with the meat, all we do, we use some freshly ground pepper, and make sure you get it on all sides. We use some herb salt as well. Again, make sure you get it on all sides. And then lastly, we're going to use some flour on the top. Now what that does is it will help with the browning process. So make sure you get a nice coating everywhere. And do it in that order. So salt, pepper, and then the flour, so that the salt and the pepper stick to the meat directly. So I'm going to finish this off, and then I'll see you outside on the barbecue. The barbecue is already heating up, and we're using my Enders gas barbecue today for this cook. The Dutch oven is nice and hot, so let's add in a little bit of olive oil. And then we're going to put in the oxtail to give them a bit of a sear. A couple of minutes later, let's have a look. Yeah, they're starting to brown nicely, so we'll give them a couple of minutes each side, and then that should do it. About 20 minutes later, the oxtail pieces have gotten enough color, so we're going to remove them, and then we're going to take care of the onions as well as the garlic. And for that, we're just going to add another tablespoon or so of olive oil. And then we're going to add in all the other ingredients. Give that a bit of a sear, and then we're going to reintroduce the meat to it. A couple of minutes later, the onions and the garlic have really soaked up all the flavor that already exists from the meat prior, so we're going to reintroduce the meat right on top, just like that. There we go. And then we're going to put in the stock. About half of the wine that you want to use, but obviously you want a lot of moisture in there. And already the ketchup. Now you can use any ketchup you want, obviously flavored, unflavored. I'm just going to go for a normal one without any chili or anything like that. Alright, give that a bit of a stir as best as we can, and then we're going to close it up and let that simmer for about an hour. And then in an hour we're going to check how much liquid is left in the pot and if we need to add more and where we are in terms of softness of the meat. One hour into the cook, let's have a look. And we can see already a reduction in the moisture, but that already looks amazing. So we're going to add the tomato juice or the tomato sauce into it, and then we're going to add a little bit more red wine, and then that should do it for the last hour. Give it a bit of a stir, and then we're going to close the lid again, and I'll leave it up to your imagination what you're going to do with that open bottle of red wine. I most certainly have an idea. Last 10 minutes of the cook, and we're getting into the final stages. The egg noodles are already cooking away, and wow, doesn't that look amazing. So we're going to give it a good swig of nice dry sherry, let that cook off, and then we're ready to eat. Right guys, 2 hours are up. It looks amazing, it smells amazing. So I'm gonna prepare a plate now, but first of all what we're gonna do very quickly is we're going to add a little bit more salt to it. I did a little bit of a taste test earlier and it was lacking a little bit of salt as well as pepper, and obviously you can never go wrong with a little bit of freshly ground black pepper on the top. Alright, well, I'm gonna prepare a plate and I'll see you then. Alright guys, and there we have it, Grandma's oxtail recipe with egg noodles, and we're gonna dig in now. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video about Grandma's oxtail recipe with egg noodles. For me, it definitely brought back memories from childhood, so that was absolutely fantastic. And I mean, you know, if the bone looks like this, it was truly fall off the bone and super tender. So absolutely how I wanted it and how I'd hoped it would come out. Now, if you did enjoy the video, I would appreciate a comment and a thumbs up. Please head over to that subscribe button for more great videos to come, and I hope to see you soon again at Toby's Barbecue Corner.